Today is Galentine's Day, a day to celebrate female friendships.
Did you know that there's also Malentine's Day?
I just heard about this.
I learned about that today, which is the equivalent for men. Here to talk about some other relationship trends and how to make the season of love even more meaningful, sociologist Dr. Jenn Gunsaullus. So thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Malentine's Day, Galentine's Day. Are these just gimmicks, or are they really holding space as a real value somewhere?
I think they're both.
Okay.
They're definitely gimmicks.
Yeah.
And reasons to get people out. However, I love any reason to be intentional about our closest relationships and to focus time on warmth and depth and cultivating those relationships, because there's so much research to support that that's so good for us in our whole lives. So
I can tell you, we do all the relationships. For my kids' teachers, I had all the students write in a journal, a gratitude journal, of what they love about their teacher for Valentine's Day, because I feel like anyone special in your life who adds value should be loved
and going out of your way.
Why you gotta do this? Now I feel like I'm a subpar parent. I gotta get Olivia, we gotta write to the teachers tonight.
You're like, better get on it.
But it's true, right?
Yes.
It's those relationships. Doesn't matter if it's boy and girl, girl and girl. It's anyone who adds value, right?
Not at all. And what you were saying about expressing gratitude, it feels good to us to express it. It feels wonderful to the person receiving it. And so that's one of the things. If you want to use this Malentine's, which I am literally hearing for the first time here, Galentine's, Valentine's, use it as an intentional time to reach out to the people that matter to you and share in a vulnerable way why they make your life better and how they make your life better and what you appreciate about them.
That's good. Now I will be doing that tonight, teachers. But also, you know, and for the traditional holiday of Valentine's Day for couples, right? You know, it's like, what do I buy? The chocolates, the flowers, whatever. But it seems like people are leaning away from gifts more and into experiences.
Yeah, I think part of it is I think people are tired of being told you need to spend a lot of money to show that you love somebody or that it has a prescribed way of looking. And I think people are realizing more. I mean, this is showing up in the research on dating. People want more emotional depth in their relationships, and they want people with more emotional maturity. And I think being able to share experiences with others is a way of experiencing that, especially if we get out of our comfort zone a little bit. You get more insights into your personality and into the person that you're with versus just, you know, a box of chocolates or one dinner, which is lovely, but like it's gone the next day versus these other experiences that are much more memorable and more connecting.
What is micromancing?
Micromancing at its core is just being intentional about being appreciative and thoughtful to those that matter most to you. And particularly if you're in a long-term relationship. This is what I always encourage my couples that I work with to do. Every day, wake up and think, what's one thing I could do for my partner that makes them feel loved, makes them feel appreciated, shows them that I'm being thoughtful and I am thinking about them and what matters most to them. So it's those ongoing little things. I think people think of romance sometimes that it has to be this big, lavish, extravagant thing. So micromancing is like, no, take it to the little everyday things. And that's how we build consistency and trust in long-term relationships.
So, like an example, your spouse loves coffee, you have the cup of coffee waiting for them when they come down
Yes,
in the morning.
exactly. Or you've gone shopping for a special brand that they particularly like.
Gotcha.
Or you send that text out of the blue that's like, I really appreciate you and love you, and here's something that I think is amazing about you.
Right.
So, or something that they're struggling with and be thinking like, oh, let me check in. They had that important meeting today. Let me see how that went for them.
Okay.
What about when your husband goes to the grocery store and wants an award for it? Is that something different?
This sounds like a personal problem. Right.
We could take this offline.
All right.
For the singles who are out there looking for love, there's a new thing. It's called loud looking. What is this?
I am delighted if this really is a new trend, because it's the idea of just putting up front what you're looking for. If you are looking for a serious relationship, if you're looking for like, I'd like to see each other several nights a week, I'd like us to be in touch regularly, I'm looking for an emotional connection, that you're putting that up front what you're looking for. And the reason why I'm delighted if this really is a new trend is because I've been seeing for at least the past 10 years or so, folks start dating and then they're like, I like this person, but I'm afraid to tell them too much. I don't want to be too vulnerable. I don't want to seem needy. I want to be a chill girl. And so the pendulum has gone in that direction, that it's not okay to be vulnerable and ask for what you want. So if it swings back the other way, I would be delighted. Just putting it out there what you're looking for.
Well, it just kind of clears up any confusion.
Exactly, but it's scary to do if you're afraid that the other person's not in the same place as you and that they could then reject you and choose not to be with you. So folks will just keep going along in an ambiguous state, even though it causes a lot of anxiety for them.
I think it could be like one person's maybe not ready for that, but then the other person's thinking, I'm not going to say anything because maybe I could get them ready for that.
Yes,
right?
but the other person might be like, oh no, I don't want this at all in this relationship, but they never have that conversation.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Celebrate Galentines, Malentines, whatever it is that you're
know, all the
celebrating
things.
today. Good to have you. Thank you.
Thank you.